What's up, my fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork here with a review for the film Thelma. This is a film that we saw at Lost Weekend VIII. So I'm giving you this little mini review for that film. Let me give you the synopsis that I have here. A woman begins to fall in love only to discover that she has fantastic powers. And I think that's pretty much all you need to know going into this film. Now, while we were down at Lost Weekend, of course, we were having conversations all throughout the weekend. And, I had a conversation with Brad, Mouth Dork, and he was telling me, because they saw this film at Fantastic Fest, so he was telling me about the opening of this film. It's probably one of the best openings of a film that he's seen. So they got me interested in watching this film and seeing, how this film starts off and, how it kind of jumps off from there, leading into the rest of the narrative. And I have to say that the beginning of this film it's beautifully executed, and it definitely sets a tone, and it sets a sense of dread that kind of permeates throughout the rest of the film. And I just thought, without much dialogue, and I'm not going to give too much away, that opening scene sets up a lot for what we are going to see with the rest of the film. Now, I don't want to give too much away, and I'm not going to talk too much about this film, but I will say that the rest of the film really deals with the character of Thelma and almost like her own kind of self-discovery of herself. Now, as the logline says, she does have like these kind of fantastical powers, but even if you kind of strip that away, I think the core of this film is really just is telling a story about a woman searching for her own identity in the world. And then you add this element into it, and it makes for an interesting story. Do I feel like this movie kind of sticks to landing? Maybe not necessarily. Again, there is a sense of dread and an eeriness that kind of lingers throughout this film, that I saw throughout this film. But I also thought that it was an interesting exploration into the psyche of this kind of character. So yeah, definitely a film. I think if it comes around your way, you should definitely try to check this one out if you can. So yeah, that's my review for Thelma from Lost Weekend VIII. Make sure you follow our podcast at ITMOD, and check out our podcast show. I'm trying to get my words out. You can find us on Podbean and on iTunes, and make sure you check out our other dorks at Mouth Dork, at The Disco Dork, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork, and with that, I'm out.